What up, Andrew?
Hey, what's up? You're in the room?
Sorry?
Hey, you're in some meeting room?
Yeah, I'm in the second floor of Veeam. What about
Nice.
you? You're at home? Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I'm at home. Yeah. I was going to come to campus today, but I got back a little late, bit later than expected, but got some work done.
Yeah,
Made
yeah.
made Levy some lunch for he and I.
Uh-huh.
I made lunch for Levy and I.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I'm worried people are gonna come to the right link because for some reason there's a Zoom invite on my thing. And I
Is
tried to
there
get it away.
is there another Zoom link?
No, it's this is Zoom and I had the Teams for some reason.
Okay.
Well,
Um.
they're gonna send me a message if something happens. So, and they
Yeah.
saw your message too, so it shouldn't be a problem.
Did we had sent did we had sent I can't speak. Did we have a Microsoft Meetings link that we sent before
Yeah,
ahead of
we had,
time? Ah, okay. Um,
but yeah,
okay,
I think Walid fixed it, and yeah,
okay. I didn't do Microsoft Teams because I don't know how to use that very well.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Do you have slides?
No, I don't have slides. I have the document that I could show in the background, but it's more about just responsibilities and such. Do we even
Mm.
have slides from Bullied?
No, we did not.
So it's more just a chance to see everyone.
Yes, exactly.
And I also remember that we have the Alto account for Zoom that gives us like 500 participants capacity.
But I thought like Aldo uses Teams.
I think it has Teams, but it also uses Zoom as well, at least via some link, via
Yeah.
some account it has. But hi everyone, Lauri and I just chatting here, waiting for everyone here to join. Um, we have it recording for those who can't attend, and let me see. And apparently, I had sent a link, but a while ago we sent a Microsoft Teams link. So we're going to make sure that we're all on the same stream here. Did you contact Walid already, Lottie, about?
Yeah, I'm actually right now checking if the people
Thanks.
are on a different things. So I'm gonna mute myself.
Okay.
So the teams, at least, I need to wait that somebody lets me in, and yeah,
Okay. Walid just joined.
perfect.
Hello, hello.
Hi, Walid.
Hello.
Hey, we were talking about there was a Microsoft Teams link sent a while back, and I duplicated that with this Zoom link. We were going to check if anyone was in the Microsoft Teams link already.
There's no Teams. There was a Google
Google Meet.
Meet, but I removed it. I
Okay.
added this one.
Okay. Great. Thank you. Thank you. Cool. Well, everyone here is joining in. I want to just launch a poll here for everyone, so you'll get that into your screen. Just see how you guys are feeling today. um, Thankfully, it's still bright out, so that's a good sign. Hopefully, you have more energy than you would in the winter. But yes, thank you all for joining. And as we join here, I just wanted to uh, make sure that everyone is all on the same page. You know, I haven't talked with even half of you guys. Same with for Lauri and Walid and I. We all haven't had a chance to really introduce each other individually. We may have seen each other walk around the hallways or seen each other somewhere else and didn't really know each other at that time. So great. Cool. Looks like everyone's feeling pretty good. Can't complain. But the person who just wants to be in bed, I'm with you as well. Definitely need to get some more sleep. Cool. So, we have 15 participants. As I mentioned to everyone, we are recording this. So, those who couldn't make it, or if you need to leave early, we will have that for you to watch later. Cool. And then, yeah, here's those results. So to start off with, and I'll share one more poll as we do some introductions here. The next poll is just I want to get an idea of how much of where your background is, because we are all from different backgrounds in the tech and the arts and the biz, and maybe some of us are entrepreneurs as well. So to start off with, well, myself, I'm Andrew, and I am a master's student who will eventually graduate, working on my thesis here at Aalto University. And just for a cue for the three of us team leads here, let's answer why did you start volunteering for DTID? When? Why we volunteered and why this matters to us. So I started into January, early February, with Lauri and Walid, who onboarded me. And I mean, I want to volunteer for this because it was a smaller event last year. It's growing this year. It's exciting for me, help because personally deeper, I want to help see more startups and investors making those connections and see more opportunities as well for students and non-students and entrepreneurs to get involved and network. So that's me. Walid, or
Okay,
you're muted.
I'm next. Yeah, I've been sick. I've been in bed all day, so that's why let's be in bed. Probably the only one who said it because for me, I'm part of BSV Ventures. We are the organizers, but I also volunteered to be in the event. It's not part of my job. My job is to really work with startups and coach them after we invest in them. So I scout startups and I coach them. So, but I have seen the transition from Deep Tech Investor Day from the day one. We started with like a small event. Now it's growing and growing. And the best part for me from last year, and this is actually something really cool, I was in so many events where there were other investors. They didn't even say hello to me. But after Deep Tech Investor Day, when they knew that I was organizing and helping and volunteering, they actually came, like not one, not two, maybe like dozens of angel investors. They came and they kind of shook my hand. They acknowledged me. They actually know my name now just by volunteering and organizing some events. And this is priceless for anyone who's building their network. And for me, I don't care about that. What I care about is that I was something bigger than I was. So that's why I'm volunteering. And the event has a lot of meaning to the ecosystem, has a lot of meaning to you if you're thinking about building a startup, if you're thinking about being in the right network. Um, we are very strict in how we are accepting startups or accepting guests. So this is also a way for me to be part of an event. I wouldn't be actually, well, maybe I would as an organizer, but I know a lot of people are asking me for invites, but I'm like, I'm sorry, guys, we can't invite you, no matter who you are, if you don't fit into the event. So this is pretty much where I am. Oh my God. And I also liked meeting the volunteers last year. So I'm really excited to working with all of you soon. Maybe we can move on to Lauri.
Sure, thanks for that. So my name is Lauri, and I'm one of the team leads. And the reason I'm here is because I really enjoy deep tech, and getting in the scene can be a bit hard. So this is a wonderful opportunity to actually understand what's happening there. How are the startups? What do they do? How did they get started? And learn from them. And also, the second reason is I take this as a learning experience. Walid and Andrew, when we are making this is something new for me. So I'm here with an open mind to learn and as much as I can. And make this event as impactful as possible. And also me, after we've done this event, I want all to be like happy and actually make new connections and just be more inspired. Maybe we would join a startup in deep tech, one of the ones that you see here. You make a good impression and you'll work for them or make your own. Well, whatever is the best for you. Yeah, that's me. Thanks.
Let's see here. So, thanks, Lauri. And I just shared the poll results here. So, from your backgrounds, we have a bit of a diversity here. So we have, mostly looks like tech and business, and then it looks like I put entrepreneurship twice, so we can add those together, and then a couple of others as well. So yeah, thanks all for joining. So as I think Walid added as well, we selected you guys as volunteers from a long list of other volunteers. We're looking for, high energy people who can think on their feet in fast-paced environments, who can problem solve in real time. And we really need this for this kind of event. As it grows, there are things that we are not sure about yet that we may encounter, no matter how much we plan on the day of the event. And that's where each of you come in, who can help identify that during the time, and hopefully we prepare you guys as much as possible on that day with your roles and responsibilities for where you will be. And if you have a question and you need support, we are there for you. So me as one of the team leads, and Walid and Lauri, of course, as well. And then three of us, Lauri, Walid, and I, will be communicating at the time of the event. We have our own group, and we can call each other, and immediately get help if something happens where we have long lines or a big mess to clean up or something else that we're not sure about. And then down on each of that, each of us are going to be in pairs, and you're going to have someone in your pair who will be supporting you as well. So if you need a break, you need to go to the restroom, you need to grab something out of your bag, that's where your pair can step into and help you out as well. And then on each of our teams at the stages, we're going to have people as well who can get other people to support if something like that happens. So, anyways, we'll dig into that a bit more later. But before that, I really want to also make sure that you guys feel that you guys are informed enough, but not have too much information. We do not want to dump a lot of information on you guys at this time. But of course, we're all different. Everyone needs different amounts of information, and know how to just mentally prepare as we approach for the day. And I've gotten various questions, and I want to make sure that those are all answered. So, one more poll here to just get an idea of where you guys feel you are in terms of information for this event. So, this question is, how well informed do you feel about this event on June 3rd? So do you feel like you don't have any information at all, which is fine if that's how you want to kind of start and approach this, and then maybe the next question will be how much information you want now before the event. And again, some people don't want any information yet, and they'll figure it out on the day, and some people, they want to know all the details right now. And this might come from experience from past volunteer events that you've had before. How did those work? And your feedback from everyone on suggestions, advice, experiences you've had from past events is going to help us as well as team leads moving forward. What worked, what didn't work. We're here for you guys to share that feedback. Cool. Wait another 10 seconds for your answers. And then, yeah, you saw the second question there. How well informed do you like to be before an event, typically? Cool. Okay. So I'm sharing those results with you, just so that you guys also know your other team members as well. Again, we're all different. We all behave differently in team situations and different um, levels of chaos, controlled chaos. And that's when teams work best, just when all of us understand each other better, know how to communicate to each other better, and know which person is that person on the team that's going to be able to jump in calmly to handle the situation, and which person needs to step back and wait. So it looks like everyone kind of feels somewhere in the middle, just before enough information. Um, for the person who has too much already, that's great. And if you have too much and you don't want any more, that's going to be someone who is probably one of those uh, people on the team that jumps in, sees a situation problem on the spot, and they're all about handling it on their feet. And then the second question, how well informed do you like to be? So looks like everyone wants to be around average or more, so above average. So that's great too. So on that note, let's cover a little bit more about Deep Tech Investor Day. So I'm not really sure exactly where everyone jumped in with this event. Everyone has gotten perhaps roughly some amount of information, but perhaps different degrees, different amounts, different details exactly. So that's kind of the objective of this onboarding meeting, is just to make sure everyone's on the same page. And if you have any questions, we'll get to answering those at the end. So to start off with, so the Deep Tech Investor Day, we're going to have hundreds of investors, over 60 startups, more or less. We're going to have 3 different stages. Those 3 different stages are going to be general deep tech. That's going to be managed by Lauri. Life sciences stage handled by Walid, and then the defense dual use stage handled by myself, Andrew. On those teams, we're going to have 10 volunteers, 12 including the reserves. And in addition to that, there will be 2 members from BSV Ventures who are going to be hosting the event. And our role as volunteers is going to be supporting BSV Ventures host to make sure that the stage runs smoothly, that the startups have what they need at their booths. If the startups have questions, we're there to help them out. One pair will be adjusting the slides, so making sure that the correct slides are up there. The people speaking or the panelists are on time and on schedule. There will be a pair as well that will be handling the food and beverages. So there will be tickets that each startup participant, investor will get, and their role is to make sure that people are getting the free beverages and not overtaking or taking too much. And
Andrew,
go ahead. Do you have it?
I'm gonna help you with some visuals, okay? I'm sharing
Go ahead.
my slides just to explain like what Andrew is saying so people can also see, okay?
Thank you. Thank you.
So each stage will have a team lead. So Drew is leading the defense, I'm leading the life sciences, Lauri is leading the deep tech. So if you see your names here, good stuff. If you don't see your names, let me know because you are in the wrong place. And on the left side, these are kind of the roles, what you will be focusing on. And on the left side and on the bottom here, you see the person you're going to be working with BSV Ventures, okay? Drew, you can continue. I am just going to show some visuals with, you mentioned also badges, okay? There's going to be different types of badges and stickers and wristbands for defense and VIP guests. For example, the VIP guests, they are speakers and some politicians and some very important people. So they're gonna have a different type of badge. So just for you to know, that we will have also a badge that is called volunteer. Okay, so those are the things that so far Andrew mentioned. So I'm gonna be showing stuff while Andrew is talking. You can continue. Sorry.
I have a quick question here.
Yeah.
So, do you want, or it's a question for Andrew, do you want people to ask questions now or later?
Yeah. I think people can ask questions anytime around the topic that Andrew is talking about. Let's make it interactive because Andrew has a long list, so it will be a monologue. He's prepared really well for it.
No, I agree. And thanks for jumping in. I love the visuals. I'm a visual person myself. Um, and if anyone has a question, feel free to answer it. But we'll have a section at time at the end to answer all the questions. But and actually, you gave me some time there to check my notes, and also I was thinking of sharing the map as well. So, Walid, if you wanted to share the map, the floor map, to the WhatsApp group chat, that would be great as well. Um,
Uh, you mean the map of the venue?
yes, the map of Mario 001. And they can see a
Okay.
visual of how the different stages will be.
Okay. I don't have it here, but I can Google it. Look.
It,
So
it,
there's
it
gonna
was in the
be,
WhatsApp group.
yeah, but how many of you haven't been to Maria 01? Like the logistics is very clear. We're gonna be in Maria 01 from 9 a.m. until 9 p.m. That's very clear. Okay. If no one know if someone doesn't know the address, uh, just Google it, or we can share like the address. Like we will send calendar invites for you all of you later. Okay. Maria 01 campus. That's what I did to find the image.
Oh, you're fine. I just shared it to the group now. Found it.
Yeah, it's this one. So
Yeah.
basically, in this picture, what you should know is that the event is happening in multiple events, in multiple venues. So the defense is going to be in building 3, the deep tech is going to be in building 1, and the life science is going to be in building 5. So just yesterday, we walked around with Yanina and Para. Like, Para is the main person from Maria 01. Yanina is the main person from BSV here. So for those of you who doesn't know how to enter the building, it's this tunnel here. So defense will go left, and we will have signs here. So one of the things that we're gonna do with certain volunteers, I'm gonna show you what kind of signs we're gonna put and where. We're gonna print them before the event, and then you just you know defense is in building 3, deep tech building 1, life sciences in building 5. So they also have. We're also going to share with you the this sheet, but before we share it, we need you to sign the volunteer agreement, which means that we cannot share it before you sign that because there's a lot of personal information there. So I should take care of that. I don't know why I stopped sharing somehow. I'm I'm operating
Thanks.
at 10%. Sorry, guys.
Thanks, Walid.
So uh, um, here in the links, you can actually, on top, you can see the different events, how they look like. But this information you can also kind of Google yourself. And when we come there at 9 a.m., we're gonna have proper onboarding as a big team, and then we're gonna go into separate small teams, like in these teams. So basically, if you're gonna be in Drew's team, you're gonna be working with Drew all day, and my team is gonna work with me all day, and Lauri is in the same page. Uh, let's continue. The map now is clear, right?
No, excellent, thanks. And yeah, so now everyone can see the visuals there. So there's a pair for each stage. You might see your name there already, let us know if your name's not there. Um, so then, now that you see how it's broken up, I've also added descriptions of roughly what each person will be doing in the WhatsApp group. And then how like the next steps are, so before the event, we had these planning teams. We've been uh, figuring out how we're going to be setting up, where we put the signs, and where each stage will go on the floor map at Mario 01. So during the event, we'll have the registration and badge control set up at the entrance. And then before the event, we're going to be setting up, making sure the mics work. We're going to have the slides downloaded and ready to go. The food and beverage pair is going to be preparing the coffee and getting the snacks set up at the table and anywhere else they need to go. The wizard team, so that team is going to be just kind of looking over all the premises, making sure that all the different pairs have what they need to do if they have any questions, and knowing where they need to jump into if they need. The startup support and guidance, so those startup supporters are going to be making sure the booths are where they need to be. As the startups come in, they're going to be making sure that they have what they need. And if they have questions, you'll know how to answer those questions. And let's see here. And then after the event, so the main event is from 1 to 5:30 p.m. At 5:30 p.m., that's when the main event closes, and that is your chance for you to focus on networking. And from the end of the event until the after party, people will still continue to remain in the stages areas, talking, still finishing their drinks, and we'll split it up into shifts, and this is how we have it so far. So half the volunteers will have a chance to go network, and the other half will help clean up some drinks and glasses and some chairs, and start putting away the mics and information like that. And then we'll swap. Anything else, Walid?
On this note, this is really important, guys. Me, Drew, and Lauri, our main job is to make sure that you are actually enjoying the event, but doing your part. And our main mission for the event, all of us, is to provide an experience to our guests like never before, and to be helpful to them. So the time is 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. I'm answering the schedule, but we are providing the food for you all day. We want you to work in teams, like within the color teams and within the big organization. We're going to have a proper area where you can take a break. We want you to also be part of the program, meaning once you understand the program and you want to see, for example, startup pitching on your stage or in another stage, you can go there. But we need to work as a team, meaning if there's a food station and something needs to be done there, either one of you or both of you have to make sure that it's done. If the task is done, one stays and one goes. So there's always going to be at least one person at the station that he or she is required to be. Okay? So this is not like slavery. I want you, and we want you to actually have fun and get the most out of the event. At the networking part, most of us are networking. Some of us are doing their parts. For example, because it's a great networking opportunity for you guys. So we don't want you to just stand there and be like, okay, what am I doing now? You can go network. Does that make sense? That's what Andrew was explaining, that your role in the event is to do certain parts and then also cover for other teams. If, for example, at the beginning, the registration is going to be packed. That's why we have the wizard team. That's the team members that is always going to help someone. But when there's no help, you as a wizard, you're free to do whatever you want. And ideally, don't stand in the corner and do this. Go enjoy the event. You're free to do, and it's actually your privilege, because from the statistics that I see, about more than 100 people were denied access to the event so far. So you have the chance to actually be at this event. Okay, Drew, what's next on your list? Sorry, I'm jumping in so I can explain certain things that are really important.
No, that's great. And it gives me a chance to check my notes and make sure that I'm sharing on the group as well, whatever you need. But yeah, and going off what Walid said, yeah, honestly, we really want this to be beneficial to you guys. This is going to be fun. Actually, that made me lead to one more question here. So here's a poll on whose team you're on, but more importantly, what's your motivation for volunteering? So for me, like we're talking about, it's for networking. It's to meet new people, and we really want this to benefit you guys. We want to know also your motivation, so that we make sure that what we're providing and that we're communicating to you exactly what you were trying to get out of this event as well. So your input on that matters as well. And if there's something else that you're not sure about the event that you could benefit from, if there's something else that you're interested in, do let us know.
And I want to say to this point that if there is something you specifically want from this event, or we could do better, or you have any feedback, whatever, like send a message, ask a question. Don't hesitate. I'd rather much get stupid questions, which there are none, than get none questions at all and then something bad happens. So please, just any questions, send them freely.
Yeah, and we have certain things that are open right now. We are gonna announce them at some point. So if you have any contacts, if you have any ideas, that would be great. For example, now we're looking for a couple of sponsors for beer. I the two companies that we had for previous years, they went bankrupt. So maybe no one should sponsor us again because they will go bankrupt the next year. So like Espanimo, for example. So but the sponsors, we're not asking for free stuff. We're asking for to cover their costs so we can actually have more beer rather than less beer. That's the point. Or better quality beer than, having just Sandels, for the networking event. And I'm talking to one guy who has kombucha stuff. So any ideas there with the food and beverage, let us know. If you have contacts to food trucks that you really love and you know the people personally, we should contact them also because we have a chance to invite food trucks, but I'm also negotiating with Maria 01 with Monda that they might also cover the food requirements for 500, 600 people. If not beer, how about that long drink company that just made? Yeah, 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 of course, long drink. But again, we can have any ideas, but I'm looking for emails and phone numbers of people that will pick up because the sponsors people they get a lot of messages and they sometimes miss it, and we are a little bit late. Usually these things they are handled in January. That's how Finland works. We don't really need a sponsor, but the idea is that we both benefit from this. They get visibility to the high level people, and we get also to have, we look cool if we get it. So I'm working on that. If there's anything else, we can announce it. But I mean, if you get any ideas about, um, for example, anything we can pimp the event with. Last year we had students from Alto actually doing decor. They had this art exhibition within the Deep Tech Investor Day. That was really cool. So they did it on their own term. They came there, they did the decoration, and they did it. So that was really, really cool. I loved seeing that. So if you have any ideas that are concrete and you want to do like quick intros, let us know. But if you don't have, that's okay. I mean, like the event itself is gonna be awesome because Maria 01 is a like awesome place to do it. And if the weather is on our side, we can do something in the yard. That would be double awesome. Like to be in the yard and having drinks there. And the only limitation, I think, Andrew, you didn't mention this. The deep tech stage has special type of clearance for security. Uh, People who are attending the deep tech and life sciences, not all of them can go to the defense stage. And also, not all volunteers can go there. And this is the most annoying thing that we have to mention. Certain nationalities will not be able to attend the defense stage for security reasons. This is something I cannot do anything about, not Andrew or Lauri. So if you don't get the sticker, please don't feel bad about it because it's not, I don't even like to explain what politics is. It's politics. It's stupid. I don't like it. I'll talk to Salama Brewing folks. They might have some beer available for sponsoring. Yeah, Grigori, by the way, I think they were sponsoring us last year. Or no, I don't remember who it was last year. I think it was Salama. Do they have the brewery in Espoo? I think it was Espoo.
I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. I think it was them. They didn't go bankrupt, thank God. Sorry, that was not it was not them. But that's a good idea. They sponsored Alto ES at some point. Yeah, yeah. Good idea. Yeah, you can use my email, walid@bsv.ventures, or you can give them my WhatsApp. Should we do
So
quick intros from the volunteers? I would actually like to get to know everyone. Or Andrew, what was your
yeah,
plan for this?
so well, yeah, the last couple things I want to mention are just some of the FAQs, some questions I get a lot to answer, and then the next steps. So like what to bring and the dates to remember. And then I was thinking about breaking out into three different breakout rooms so that we could introduce each other to our teams individually, since we have a lot of people here. Does that sound good to you, or do you want to just have everyone introduce
Let's do it
all
here.
together?
Let's get to know each other here, all
Okay,
of us. It's
sounds
like
good.
1 minute per person, and it can be like
Let's
12,
do
15
30.
minutes.
Let's do
Yeah?
30 seconds per person. But
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And
So
if you can't do it with audio, you can just type in the chat, like just introduce yourself if you want. Basically, now the event is going to be big. We're gonna be there 12 hours. You're allowed to have a lot of breaks. You're allowed to be part of the event. You will have food. And yeah, we didn't mention your dress code should be black t-shirt or black shirt. But remember, it might be hot, but it also might rain. It's Finland. So
Do we
black,
need to be outside? No? For the rain?
uh, no, but I mean, inside is warm, but if you need to go from one location to another, or if you need to be upside for any reason, just get like a hoodie or something, or like another layer, just in case. Because 9 p.m. Finland, June, sometimes is cold, you know? So just if you have black, that would be good. And we will have a badge that says volunteer, and that's how we are identified. We don't need to wear any stupid t-shirts with logos and all that. We are not printing those. Last year we tried to do that, and it was a nightmare with sizes. It was a nightmare with the printing companies and all that. It was, and people wore it one time and threw it away. I actually donated 30 t-shirts to Kierrätyskeskus that nobody wanted. That's a big waste. So black t-shirt and the badge would identify us as volunteers. Yeah, let's do quick intros and do the questions. Like you can also ask questions during your intro if you have anything on your mind.
sounds good.
Who wants to go first? Laura, you were first. Let's go.
Yeah, I opened my mouth. Hey, hi everyone, I'm Laura Typpö.
My team, yay.
Yeah, I met Walid by a mutual friend who was also named Laura, and I work as a head of people in a tech company, in a global one, and I've studied biochemistry, and I have reason to be here not just for networking, but I want to make Finland great again. Sounds a bit ominous, but we need companies that bring us growth, bring us more workplaces, bring us, I don't know, a bit more open-minded atmosphere and so forth. So I believe in trying to, I don't know, make it better little by little.
Nice to meet you, Laura, here. You are in the startup team, which means we will have a list of startups. I'm going to show it to you again. We're going to have a list of startups that will attend the event, and they are all invited. No startups is attending without an invite. That's the thing. Okay. Those who are invited will have a free stand or an opportunity to pitch. Okay. So for you, all startups, all you need to remember is that you will have a list like this. Here's the stage. Stage means they're pitching. Stands means they have a table and they are going to have maybe electricity and just a round table or like very, very small space, nothing more. We're
Okay.
offering this for free. They're not paying not even €1 for it. Okay, so you will have names of the startups here. They start arriving a bit earlier. So the startups will be the first ones arriving at the event and harassing you to be like, hey, where's my stand? You know?
Okay.
So your job would be like, okay, here are the stands. go.
You go here, you go there, and so
Yeah.
so
And
on.
before that, we are going to collaborate with the registration team. So the registration team is also helping to set up the venue. So
Mhm.
startup and registration team will collaborate at this stage to make sure that the tables are in their place and that first come, first served. They come, they take the first table. You get my point? So it
Okay.
might be chaotic even before the event starts. We're going to tell them they are allowed to come at 11 o'clock. So
Okay.
2 hours after we arrived. So from
Mhm.
11 to 1, they will be the most annoying creatures in the event because they want certain things and they might be
I
promised.
work in HR.
Yeah, yeah, you know
So
what I mean?
you,
But this is
yeah,
for all the teams. We're gonna
nothing will
have it.
surprise me about the questions that people have.
Yeah. And Henrik, you could go next, by the way, because you're gonna work with Laura. You could get to know each other a bit more. So now I saw both of you are present. I'll stop sharing.
Yeah,
Uh,
thank you, Walid. Uh, Hi, nice to meet you all. My name is Henrikki, but you can call me Henkka. I am a recent business graduate, and I'm actually starting or building my own company right now, and in the background, pushing for a family office venture capital fund. So I have a pretty inherent interest in these kind of technological advancements and getting into the weeds with the sort of investor startup ecosystem. And I landed here. I noticed the some promo about the defense stage on LinkedIn. Uh, that got me really interested in this event to get a chance to be exposed to that side as well. Of course, life sciences is something that I have some personal investments in also, so it's going to be very interesting.
ooh, am I sensing a FOMO here? You want to go to Drew's team? Drew is he's trying to go to you. Henka, let's talk about it later.
No, it's fine. I'm just happy to be here.
You are allowed to go to the event during the time. When the startups are taken care of, uh, then you can work together with Laura about how to kind of be in both places, you know? So I think the beginning is going to be hectic with the founders. Then the second mission would be to find them, to find those who are pitching on stage, and make sure that they know where is the stage.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
it. So it's like cat and mouse. And when once you've done that, your third mission would be to help anyone who needs help. And if no one needs help, you can go to the different stage. With your
yeah.
nationality, you are allowed to do it. I'm sorry. That's
Yeah, I wanted to point that out just to kind of plug in for the sticker.
yeah, yeah. So remember to get the sticker for that. You won't get the
Yeah,
VIP sticker for sure, but you will get the defense sticker. But nice to meet you both. Who else is present from other teams who are in the startup team from Drew or Laura? From Drew or Lauri? If no one, we can take the next person who wants to introduce him or herself. And maybe start by saying I'm in Drew's team and I am responsible for something. And if you don't know what you're responsible for, we will tell you right now.
Yeah, for example, my team, there's going to be some changes still, so
Okay, okay. So Lauri, you have a plan for that. Cool.
I can
I'm
go.
gonna. Okay, Sophia, you're
Yeah.
next. You're
Hi,
brave.
I'm
You're brave
Sophie. I'm
soul.
on Drew's team on the Wizard number 2. I'm a business graduate and I actually was recommended with a friend who seems to be the Wizard too, Vincent. So he just told me there's something going on that I could be interested in, and I was like, okay, sounds cool. And that's actually how I got here.
What's your motivation behind volunteering? And tell us a bit about you. Like this is us also getting to know each other.
Well, I think my biggest motivation is networking. Also, like getting to know more about deep tech, and well, the defense seemed really interesting from kind of a, I don't know, army interested family also. So It's cool. I find it cool. And I live in Pori, so nothing really happens here. And it's really nice to go back to Helsinki where I studied to just talk to people. Don't know much more. I talk a lot when I'm in person, so you'll hear a lot.
Okay, that's why
Yeah.
you're a wizard. So the main thing with the wizard is to actually be a team player, to have the WhatsApp on your phone, and because we're gonna use the WhatsApp group for any support, any help. For example, if the food and beverage team need help, they're gonna call the wizards, you know? So if the registration is overwhelmed, you know, like, oh my God, 100 people came at once, you
Yeah.
know, that's gonna be the wizard also jumping there. Oh my God, the tech team is a bit, you know, took too long in the toilet. You know, something is wrong, food poisoning, whatever it is. You're replacing or helping, and if nothing is wrong, basically you are enjoying the event, you know? So that's the
Yeah.
thing. And of course, in the beginning, setting up the venue, you can help, but it's not your primary thing. They should do also their job, you know? So
Yeah.
you're not there to, you know, give them a break every 15 minutes. Actually, I was in an event where this guy, he's like every half an hour was asking for a break. I'm like, come on, it's too much. So wizards, you should also, how do you say, you should be very good with boundary settings, okay? Because they would ask you to do their job. Don't let
Yeah.
them, okay? But genuinely, you need to have this, I'm really, I want to help, and you know, that's the main thing. The reserve is a different team. The reserve is like if someone gets sick the day before, or someone gets, you know, breaks his leg during the event, you know, that's why we have the reserves, like in the army, right? So I think Drew chose you and Vincent for a reason, right? There was some social aspect to it, or some, you know, that you, or was it like Sophia's choice?
Well, we talked about it. I put her in the wizard for now, and I think she would be good at that. But we haven't actually had a full team meeting yet, and so we're all going to discuss and make sure that we are all happy with the roles that we're
All
going to
right.
be in the team. And that leads on to a good question I have for you, Walid, as well. Um, so we've had the team now for all the volunteers, and the team as well for just us three team leads. But we also need to have a group as well for our stage specific teams as well.
Oh yeah.
And that's
I,
going
I will
to.
not I will not have that for my team. We're
Mm,
gonna use the main group. So we want everyone to know, but
mm.
feel free to have your own private whatever it is. I was gonna say shit show, but I don't think it's gonna be a shit show. But you're allowed to do whatever you want in your team. If you want to have like a privacy for, let's
Mm.
say, again, it's also polite, you know, but I think about it like the WhatsApp group should be buzzing, but it should not be abused. Maybe later we can post all the photos we have and all that, right? But it's a good idea to have your own group if you want. Lauri, same, but I don't think we will do that unless our team decides to do it. And for me, I don't really want to do that, but we will decide. This is not a big deal for us.
Yeah, if there's a need, we'll do that.
You're gonna have a separate group, Lauri?
If there is need, but right now it doesn't seem like it's
Okay.
necessary.
Yeah. Is there any other wizards in here? Because I see Mariam brought in the chat. So in the chat we have, I think Mariam was in the food and beverage team. Okay. Can I call you Renga, or is it Renga Nayaki?
Yeah, you can just call me Ranga.
Okay, Renga. I have your as Renga in my phone, so I improvised.
Yeah, it's Ranga.
Okay, Renga, you're next.
Yeah. Can I go now?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Ranga. I did my master's in statistical data analytics from Tampere University. I have been active with this startup environment for more than 3 years now. I have been here in Finland for 4 years. I have volunteered in Junction and a lot of different tech-related events and conferences. I also like to attend hackathons and stuffs. And I'm a wizard in Walid's team. So thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm super happy to help everyone around. And the main reason I'm volunteering is to network and get to know a lot about deep tech also, and like different startups, and also to be more inspired, because I think like these kind of events like makes me super active and makes me go. So yeah, thank you.
Yeah, the wizard team seems very proactive. That's the requirement we want. Like you want to genuinely, and actually feel free to meet the team members from other stages. You never know. What if, for example, you want to, I don't know, collaborate, or you want to help each other? Of course, Renga, you can go to the defense. I think I'm so sorry about that. But if you want to go to the deep tech stage, and you can do each other's favors, like, hey, I really want to see this X part and you want to see the Y part, let's switch, and you at least have almost similar roles and you can onboard each other. So that's the kind of mentality we should have. Any other wizards in the group?
By the way, I gotta say to this, I promised my team it's gonna be 1 hour, and we have 10 minutes left.
No worries. Let's do quick intros then. About
Perfect.
WhatsApp, personally, I'm not very active in messaging. Don't take it personal. If I don't react that often, I do answer. Yeah, but during the event, we will use WhatsApp just for that, for the event. Before that, if there's something important, I will let you know, Laura. Okay, who's next? Mariam, introduce yourself in the chat. Mariam is in my team doing food. Mariam and Fatima, they're sisters. I really like that, from Oulu. That's super cool. Is
Hello,
Fatima
I'm audible.
Aditya? Okay, you can go next.
I'm sorry, but yeah, if you don't mind.
No worries. Go. Lauri's team can go next, so we can let you guys go if you are in a hurry.
No worries. Hello guys, I'm Aditya. Most people call me Adi. As far as I understand, I'm under Lauri's team, responsible for registration and venue, in general deep tech. I'm currently a first-year master's student over here in Aalto University, and I've done quite a fair bit of work in course projects and others regarding defense dual use and just general deep tech. And I was interested to understand what it takes to, build startups and network on the inside, from the inside, because very, very frequently you're looking at LinkedIn or whatever, and you're looking at these startups from the outside. So I would like to gain some more understanding of what occurs
Yeah.
and what it takes to build these kinds of startups. And I very much understand that like volunteering and organizing these events takes a lot of, not skill, but it requires a lot of time and resources. So I appreciate that work from you guys, and I'm very much looking forward to getting a taste of it. So perhaps I can participate in the future.
Nice. So we have a new type of volunteering role, the venue and registration team. This is gonna be the second most hectic thing after the startup stands. So you guys will be busy when guests are arriving and they want their badges, they want their sticker, they want their wristband, they want they want to enter the event. The worst part is that they will come sporadically, but at the beginning they might come at once. Or if there's a delegation, they might be like coming 50 people at 3 p.m. or 4 p.m. Okay? So for those of you who really want to see part of the program, make sure that you are doing the registration thing properly. You will have the wizards helping you during the registration rush hour. But then later on, that's why we have you paired in teams. Later on, one should be at the registration to make sure that, hey, people are coming in. And then the rest, you can mingle, you can check things. And also another thing for venue and registration is to actually It's your job is to set up the place and to disassemble the place together with the stage people. Because when you're on stage, you're mostly sitting behind a computer. So you are the guys who have the most leg power. Okay? So I will explain if there's anyone on the stage and audiovisual team. But if you have any questions about any of the roles that I mentioned, I'm trying to explain them in detail, like in practical way. If not, we can move on. So Daniel, hey all, I'm Daniel. I'm in Andrew's team. I'm currently studying in Aalto University. On my free time, I like to run. Currently training for a marathon. Wow. I want to meet new people, learn new things, and to be part of this amazing event. What was the role that Daniel had? I can also check it.
He's
Daniel
on
is in the startup.
startups.
Yeah, so he's in the startup team. Okay, so we explained that. Who's next? Mariam from
Could
Aalto?
could I have Lauri, was there anyone on your team that you'd like to
Yeah.
introduce yourself before you go on? And then I'll move on with my last member on my team, Ilya, if he would like to interview or introduce himself.
Lauri, who's present in your team now?
Vedant, for example, I'm not sure if he's just listening. Aditya already told about himself.
Okay.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Vedant. I'm in Lauri's team and I'm on the stage support side of things. Currently, I'm studying data science, but I don't know too much about the deep tech scene at the moment, but it just seems so cool, to be honest, that I just wanted to take this opportunity to be able to see that space. And for me, I had my first introduction to the startup ecosystem last year when I volunteered at Arctic 15. And I have to say it's been my favorite experience in the whole startup ecosystem. So I sort of wanted to come and contribute and sort of do the same thing this year as well.
All right. So this is also a new role, slides and speaker support. So you guys, we are counting on you to help us disassemble also because you'll be sitting all day and we will be like running around. Leg power is also almost zero. But disassembling will be all our tasks. Like once we disassemble everything and the networking starts, then it's going to be easy for everyone. I want to show you one thing for you guys. In the startup tab, once you get access to this, you're going to need to go through all these links here. They are the slides they're the slides for the startups. I can maybe show you an example how they're going to look like. Why is this important? Because at least you will know how it looks like. So it should look like this, that the startups all together, and then each startup will have their own slides going. Okay? So your job is to make sure that this is going smoothly, that you collaborate with the BSV team, because they're gonna be on stage hosting and doing the like making sure that the startups get the mic and all that. They're running the show. You are making sure that these slides are going forward. Technically, it's not like rocket science, but that's why we have this document that you can actually check all this. And if there's any technical issue with the slides in this thing, you could basically improvise and be like, okay, it's startup number 5. I can just open their slides from here and things go smoothly. If there's any issues, we never had it before, but that's about it. Okay, and the other tasks for the stage is to actually lowering the volume or raising the volume of the thing, like the mics and all that. You can either check it with your team lead. For example, go with Andrew and he will show you how it's done, because that was Andrew's original job, that to manage that for all the teams, but we gave him more responsibility. I can also show you in Maria01 beforehand if this is something you want to understand, but it's very, very easy. They have millions of events and they never had issues with this. So, and they will charge all the mics. They will basically you have a laptop and things are working in front of you, That's
Yeah,
why.
and that segues me on Walid briefly because I know we're coming up on the hour. So just some final things to note. we each need to have a training kind of in-person onboard meeting with each of our stage teams. I was thinking about it. And with that, that will be a meeting on site at Maya 01, where we can actually practice using those mics and volume controls, knowing where the lights are, where the timer will go. And you're right, it's not difficult at all, but it just takes a little bit of familiarity with knowing how it sounds at which volume and just feeling a little comfortable with this setup. And so I can show that in person. I have done it at each of the 3 different stages with the person there who manages that. We'll have a date setting that up at the last half of May. So for the next steps, for the next dates, that date will come at the end of May. Hopefully for everyone that can make it. And I'll announce that later.
Yep. Who's next? Who wants to introduce themselves next? Anyone from Lauri's team? Those who are in a hurry? Or I see Nadia hasn't done it yet, but Nadia is in Andrew's team, right?
Yes, and I got Nadia. If you'd like to share, feel free. But I was also got a message from Ilya. So he says, "Hey everyone, my name's Ilya. I'm currently studying ICT in Metropolia. I'm actively participating in many events, hackathons. I also teach languages part-time and planning on an ed tech startup in the future." So awesome.
Pretty cool. Ilya's in a food team. We haven't explained the food yet, so I can actually talk through about the food a bit. So, food team, in the morning, we're gonna set up the fridges. We will have pastries and nuts and candy and some snacks that we bought the day before. Any food and beverage team who wants to help with this the day before, basically going shopping, let me know. Otherwise, I'm gonna do it alone. I'm expecting to be collecting in the morning around 1,000 donuts or croissant or something like that. I'm gonna need your help with this to carry them into the different areas. And we're gonna make coffee. So coffee, we're gonna make it ourselves. But then the rest, you will be kind of telling people where they should get what. Coffee is gonna be each stage is gonna have their own station, and then we're gonna have a timeline that we're gonna go through with the foods. At the networking event, all volunteers will have a food coupon. Basically, you will have a proper food with that. It's either from Maria 01 or from the food truck. And don't worry, I won't let you starve. This is gonna be like, we actually usually take food with us home from all the events, food and drinks. So the food and beverage team kind of, it's a lot of kind of situations are like, okay, we need to finish the coffee. You press the button and it makes like 5 liters, and then you're sitting. And then make sure that we are also clearing the food stations, and that's it. So kind of for anyone like me, I worked almost 20 years in hospitality. This is like a piece of cake for me. Yeah, Nadia introduced herself. Currently
Walid?
studying ICT. What?
Oh, go ahead. I was thinking, so there's a lot of also people who haven't shared or introduced in the WhatsApp group who are not part of the meeting. So, I was thinking if we would like to conclude the meeting soon for those who need to go,
Yeah.
we have an opportunity for anyone who hasn't introduced each other to write a short intro in the general WhatsApp group, and then we can encourage those not in the meeting today to do the same. Last final note is there was a good idea from Vedant about creating a WhatsApp group community, which is where everyone can see each other's chats in the same community, but there's just different subgroups so that one team, if they have a ton of information and specifics about their stage, it's not filling up the feed for the other volunteers in different groups. So I can create that in the WhatsApp community for our chat and work on that. But Lauri, do you have anything else to say before we want to wrap things up?
Yeah, so we're gonna do the in end of May the not the onboarding but the actual test on our own groups. Did I understand correctly?
Yeah, so each of our own stage groups, we're going to have an on-site onboard training in-person meeting. Now, if we happen to all be there on the same day, that's even better. But it's probably going to be unlikely because we have a lot of people, all with different schedules.
Yeah, we will
Yeah.
announce a couple of dates for team building, and we'll try to be all of us there. We'll try to get people from Pori, but again, it's a big investment to come from Pori or Oulu, you know? So not everyone can make it, but we can do it like this, that you are there in spirit. We can put a laptop or something like this, you know? I
Yeah.
prefer a big meeting with everyone, but if we cannot make it, or we can do a big meeting and at some point you guys go do karaoke, we go do ping pong, whatever we want, you know? So
Yes.
the Drew and Lauri, you can decide what you want to do with your um, team. I was gonna say a
So
funny word,
I
but
I would I would say let's try to keep it like everybody's at the same time at Mare 01 because we're here to also meet each other. And I want to meet people from Andrew's team, from like your teams. So I feel like that makes the most sense to get the most out of this. But of course, if we cannot make that happen, then life is life. Then we don't make that, but at least try.
yeah. I mean, I can stay a bit more if anyone has particular questions. Lauri, your team are free to go. Thank you for being here. If you are in a hurry, you have some football, basketball, whatever networking event you want to attend, you are free to go. 1 hour was enough, but I think at this stage we mentioned all the main things. There's, of course, a lot of things we cannot expect that could happen during the event, a lot of subtasks, but I can feel the energy that we actually managed to build a really cool team. And this is not easy. This is really hard to pull people together and do something completely new. This is not something we've tried before. 3 stages, simultaneous stuff, all that.
I gotta run to another meeting right now, but I'm super excited to meet you all later next month. So happy working
Yep.
with you.
Take
Send me a
care.
message, LinkedIn connection, whatever. Let's
Yeah,
talk.
yeah, yeah. Let's connect on LinkedIn with everyone who wants. Let's try to do that. Um, WhatsApp group is our thing. Just post your LinkedIn's and it will give us permission that, hey, we can connect.
That's perfect.
Um,
See you guys.
Grigory,
Thanks,
on
Lauri.
my team, Slides and Speaker have been around in the startup ecosystem for 5 years, working with startups. Happy to be volunteering here. Happy have been as a volunteer in Arctic and Slush. Wow, cool. Super curious to learn more about deep tech. Yes, deep tech is the future, by the way. One of the reasons why we are a deep tech investor is because in deep tech, it can be endless returns. You can talk about 10,000 or 100,000x return. That's why deep tech investors, they like it. But then some investors, they are impatient. They want results in 5 years. We're talking about B2B SaaS and all that, whatever nonsense. In deep tech, it's actually like look at Nokia, look at Google, look at Apple. They are deep tech companies. They are not B2B SaaS companies. Whenever there's hardware involved, whenever there's software and hardware, now with AI, it's all deep tech. And that deep tech can be in anything. It can be in life sciences, it can be in dual use, it can be in defense, it can be in engineering. So it's pretty awesome. Any questions about the event, guys? Any questions about will it be able to have in the person meeting as late as 30th or 31st of May? Ooh, that's a good idea. Like, uh, because then you can combine your trip. You can be a couple of days. Uh, I like the idea of 31st of May. What day is that, by the way, in the calendar year?
It's a Sunday.
Ooh,
30th is a Saturday and then 31st Sunday.
Sunday, Monday, happy day. The event is on the 3rd of June, so we could do something either Sunday or Monday. That would be actually good, but we might be a bit busy, so we could combine like they do in Talcott. Was it the cleaning day? It's called Talcott, right? We could combine some learning and doing, like the food and beverage team will come with me and we'll do the shopping, and but the challenge with that is that we might not be able to fill the fridges and all that, so we need to store the food, but we could do that. Monday would be better than Sunday because people don't want to do things on Sundays, like the God was resting on Sunday apparently, or something like that, right?
Yeah.
No. The opposite. I prefer Sunday because I have to work on Monday and be a parent, and on Sunday I'm more flexible.
Yeah,
But
so we have diverse opinions here.
yeah.
I don't mind. I don't have days off. I work every day. But for me, working 2 hours or 20 hours is the same. We can explore both. I mean, like Andrew said, it's going to be very difficult to put everyone in the same place and please everyone. We will try. That's the point. But definitely, Sophia, book something for 31st and first.
But most importantly, yeah, we need to have, it might even be a couple days we go down there because all the people working on the um, slides and speakers managing the microphones needs to experience it at least once. And I'd also like to have those who are wizards to also know how that works as well, since they're kind of
Yeah.
aware of it all. So we'll have at least, I think, one day a little bit before the event because I myself want to play around with it and make sure that I know how it works well. And then we can have another day, like refresher day before the event. But again, we can talk about that later.
Yeah, Andrew's style is different than mine. Andrew, I'm sorry for. I
You're
think
fine.
you're right. You're right about this. People in my team, if you're really confident and you can learn in 5, 10 minutes, you don't need to join those. You can just be a fast learner. But I'm not going to force you to do it. But Andrew, he likes the details. He likes to explain everything. He believes in that, and I strongly advise that. But in all the events we had, it was a 10-minute thing and people picked it up, So uh, that's if no one wants to show up, Andrew, after this, they will make your job easier. You know what I mean? But if they want to show up and they want to learn about it, they also take a risk that they might, do something wrong during the event and that's embarrassing. But the probability of that happening is very, very low because it's not even your job to make sure that the slides are correct. It's BSV team needs to ask the startups to send all the slides. And the BSV team are gathering with Maria01, they're gathering the startups for you. So you don't need to worry like to invite startups or promote them and tell them anything, Last year we had volunteers actually communicating with the startups and collecting the slides and all that. And one person did that job and it was flawless. It was awesome.
But you're forgetting. I enjoy this. I enjoy this. So the more
I
the
know,
merrier,
you're doing
right?
it because it's fun for you. Yeah,
And
I
it's
know.
optional too. So
Yeah, yeah,
anyone who,
yeah.
if anyways, um, but also I have to prepare for a meeting too. I have late night work meetings with my company and clients in the U.S. So, um, I can stay around for another few minutes if anyone has any questions, or any feedback as well for the event.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna have a lot of things happening during the event. If you're unsure about something, let us know. If no questions, we can end the meeting. I need to lay down. My painkillers are running out. I
Any,
can feel it.
Take some
any more
rest.
questions?
Yeah, nice to meet you all. Thank you for being with us. Let's make it awesome. Let's make an awesome event. Let's make something bigger than us. Take care.
Okay.
Ciao.
Thanks,
Thank you. It
everyone.
was a pleasure.
See you.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Bye.